The cool gray version of an Air Jordan signature shoe, aka the retro nowadays, tends to be some of my favorite releases just because gray is just a great colorway. But I did not expect these to come out this good. Now, first things first, they do come in their own Air Jordan 6 box. It is all gray and everything. So if you were interested in that, then there you go. As for the shoe itself though, look at these, man. These are gorgeous. Now, as most of you guys know, the Air Jordan 6 debuted in 1991. It was also the shoe that MJ won his very first championship in. Obviously not in this colorway, but one of the original colorways was the Air Jordan 6 Carmine, which is where this shoe right here takes its color blocking from. So if you like color blocking like the Carmines like I do, I just love seeing that style of the Air Jordan 6 done up in multiple different color variations. So I think most recently we've gotten the UNC ones that was part of the collegiate pack. I think that those look awesome. The Gatorades, which was really cool as well. So they had orange in there. Obviously we had the Carmines, we have the Oreos, which I really wish would come back. I'm really hoping that's what I see when I see this, is that I see the Oreo 6s, because the leather on here reminds me of that shoe. Like, they're really thick panels of leather as far as like an Air Jordan goes, or Air Jordan Retro. And yeah, so when I see this, I see the potential for that to come back hopefully soon. I just really like this color blocking. I think that it looks great. If I missed any, by the way, which I think I did, feel free to let me know down below in the comment section. You guys give me a whole list of Carmine-esque colorways. That would be really helpful. I probably should have done that. Sorry. Now, as far as the shoe itself is concerned, we got a typical or standard Air Jordan 6 outsole. I love this so much. I just love the way this looks. This is so 90s. I think these might look really cool once the blue starts to yellow. What? I know that a lot of people dislike that, but I just think that it might. I really wish that they did what they did on those women's Gore-Tex 5s, the orangey yellow. That would look really cool with like a darker gray. Ooh, but then it wouldn't have been cool gray. It would have been something else, like flint gray. Cool gray is the color of gray. Flint gray is the color of that gray. So when you hear these nicknames, it's usually just the color. Now, as far as the tech is concerned, typical Air Jordan 6, we got a polyurethane midsole. It's very stiff, so I do not like that. But inside of that is an encapsulated 4-foot air unit, and then in the heel is a visible air unit. For a little bit of extra step and comfort, they actually included this. It's a Dream Cell insole. So this is a type of polyurethane, not the kind that I like. Those are usually reserved for the OG colorways or the collabs. Not always, but mostly. One thing I will say though is that this Dream Cell, even though they typically alternate between the white Dream Cell and then the black Dream Cell, the white ones are a little bit more new. This one, for whatever reason, feels a little bit more dense than the previous white Dream Cells. So I'm hoping that this is a little bit more comfortable. I wonder if like the black and the white ones are different by design. Like, I wonder if the black ones are supposed to be a little bit more fluffy, and then the white ones are supposed to mimic more of the dense polyurethane that we're used to. I have no idea. Maybe I should ask somebody over at the brand.
That'd be a good idea.
Yes. It just came to my mind just now. So I'm like, Because at first I just thought like Ortholite, but then Ortholite has all of their different style too. Light bulb. Inside of the shoe though is a board last, and for those of you guys that are new to the channel, and maybe that's something that you're new to hearing, a board last is actually something that they used to do a long time ago for stuff like this. So back then there's no torsion plate, there's no carbon fiber plate, there's no spring plate. That was originally introduced in...
What?
What are you doing over there? We were just talking.
I know, I got a text message. Lisa has to give her deposition thing for that car accident.
That's still happening?
Yeah.
Wow.
2 years later.
Jeez.
Anyways, what were you saying?
Which Air Jordan featured a spring/torsion plate first?
Oh, the 11th.
And hey, that was... Yes. So basically back in the day, they didn't have torsion plates, or they didn't always use them. There were plates, they were just in different shoes for different brands. And this shoe is one of those shoes where there's no little torsion bar, there's no shank plate. So instead they would board last the shoe. It makes the shoe a little bit more stiff, especially for a player like MJ, dude 6'6", used to be around 214 to 217. Why do I know this? I don't know. Nerd alert! What? Even though I think around this time frame he was a little bit lighter. This is when he started bulking up because he finally got through Detroit. But anyways, that's exactly what board lasts are. They're basically old school torsion for the shoe when they didn't have it. Now the upper is where the shoe really shines. Not only is the color blocking excellent because it's an original style color blocking, but the materials that they use are just awesome. The gray is okay. It's not anything to write home about. It is a very fine nubuck. It feels good though. Like it doesn't feel like premium or anything. It kind of feels almost rubbery, but I really like the way that that feels. It is a synthetic, so don't think that that's the premium portion. It's not. And I say premium loosely, just premium for Jordan brand. And that would be the white leather that is overlaid on top of that. The design aspect right here, which is the 3 out of the 2-3. So like there's a 2 here and then the 3 for 23. Shout out to Tinker, dude was a genius. These guys right here are decently thick cuts of leather, but it's the back collar half that is just awesome. Like when you look at the cut lines right here, like where they really start, whew, man, really gets me going. So yeah, I just think that they look really good. They feel really good. They got a light texture in it. It's not a heavy tumble or anything like that. It's just the way that it's supposed to be. This is the way that I see, or that I remember seeing originals. So they had texture. They weren't heavily tumbled though, like not that pebble tumble, you know what I mean? Which I do not like. This I really f with. And for those wondering, the ankle pods right here do not have reflective material behind them. If I remember correctly, I think that was just the black and infrareds, but I could be wrong. Do not quote me on that. If you originally had a pair of any of the other ones, like, you know, the September Blues or the white and infrareds or the Carmines, let me know down below if those had reflective. I don't think that they did, but I could be wrong. Like I said, I just remember it mostly being on the black pair. But anyways, it's not back there for those of you guys curious. And again, they have everything that an Air Jordan 6 typically has. You got the spoiler on the back. You've got the really cool pull tab tongue. It's rubber. It is so nice. I'm so bummed that they removed this from the low tops. Like it should be there. And then you have the lace lock right there as well. And if you move that out of the way, the Jumpman area, you can unbutton that. You're supposed to, back in the day, tie your laces and tuck them back there so that they wouldn't come undone while you're playing. Whoa. The back of the shoe does not feature Nike Air branding because it's not an original colorway, even though they are styled after original color blocking. So you just got the Jumpman and the Air. I think it looks great either way. And overall, I just think that this is beautiful, man. Now, as far as fit is concerned, they do fit true to size. Whatever you typically wear in your Air Jordan 6s, that's exactly what I would go with. Some people do go down half a size, so keep that in mind. There's not a lot of padding in this shoe. It's a very thin upper. It's not like something like, say, the Air Jordan 8, which is like a hiking boot of a shoe. My
poor children. As 1-year-olds, they both had to suffer through.
Hey, they had Velcro straps. They didn't have to tie nothing. It was easy.
As their mom, who had to wrestle their chubby little ankles in there.
They looked cool though. The aqua colorway. Man, I love those. But anyways, what I would recommend is going true to size. And like I said, if you wanted a more snug fit or you feel like they fit loose, you can always go down half a size. Wide footers should be good to go as well, because again, the upper is very thin, so it should break in really quickly. But sound off below and let us know what you think about these down below in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. We will catch you on the next one. So until then, have a good one.
Shout out to Sense Apparel. Good job remembering
Oh, what an idiot.
to talk about it.
By the way, today might be the last day that the buy one, get one half off sale is happening. It's the President's Day sale. We've extended it because the economy sucks. We're helping everybody out and get some fresh gear. You can do history over hype, all that stuff. I just taught you a little bit of history in case you didn't know. And maybe that's the reason why you get hyped for these. That's how I am. I see these and I'm like, ooh, gray Carmines. Awesome.
You have through February 21st. It's a Tuesday. Go shop now.
I'm a bad salesman. I know. Everybody always like tells me that. They're like, bro, I bought the shoe because of you. It's just like, I wasn't trying to. I'm sorry. I'm just talking. People think that I'm trying to like sell things. No, I'm just trying to teach. That way, if you were interested in buying it, then now you know what your money's going to get you.
Okay. Well, like I'm telling you.
I know.
Go shop now.
She's the one that's like shameless plug all day. She's like, you better go buy these things.